In today's fast-paced world, the art of silence has almost vanished. We are surrounded by constant noise and chatter. But what if the moments when we choose to remain silent were as impactful as the moments when we speak? How often do we pause and reflect on the true power of our silence? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us to master ourselves through reason and emotional fortitude. It provides a powerful framework for understanding when to speak and, more importantly, when to remain quiet. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, once wisely said, "It is better to trip with your feet than with your tongue." This saying prompts a crucial question. How many times have we regretted saying something in haste or anger? Stoicism doesn't simply advise us to avoid certain actions. It calls on us to embrace silence as a tool for personal growth and inner peace. Imagine facing life's challenges with the calm assurance that your silence speaks volumes, far louder than any words could. According to Stoic philosophy, silence isn't merely the absence of speech. It is a conscious, deliberate response. It's a powerful force that can diffuse conflicts, shield us from harm, and foster understanding. But when exactly should we choose silence? Together, we will explore 9 pivotal moments when embracing silence is not only wise but transformative. As we delve into these lessons, consider how practicing Stoic silence might reshape your interactions with others and bring a sense of peace to your own mind. What if, instead of responding in anger during a heated argument, you paused and chose silence? What deeper message could that quiet moment convey about your thoughts and feelings? Join us as we uncover these critical moments when silence is the answer. Let the teachings of Stoicism guide you on this journey. Number 1. When being criticized unfairly, Stoic perspective on unfair criticism. According to Stoic philosophy, being criticized unfairly presents a unique opportunity to build strength and demonstrate integrity. Marcus Aurelius, the wise Roman emperor, once said that if something external disturbs you, it is not the thing itself causing harm, but how you interpret it. This insight teaches us that the real challenge lies not in the criticism itself, but in our perception and reaction to it. The Stoics remind us that we can always choose how we respond to such situations. Consider how shifting your perspective on criticism could make you stronger. Have you ever experienced a situation where calmly receiving unjust criticism led to a more positive outcome? For instance, imagine you are leading a project at work and your boss harshly criticizes it. A Stoic response would be to remain composed, analyze the feedback objectively, and discard any unwarranted negativity while extracting useful insights for improvement. As Epictetus advised, this approach not only preserves your inner peace, but also upholds your professional dignity. Stoic wisdom urges us to live by philosophy, not just talk about it. Rather than reacting defensively, respond thoughtfully and calmly. Let the quality of your work and actions speak louder than any words. Silence in the face of unjust criticism is not passive. It is a deliberate, strategic choice that focuses on what we can control, our own attitudes and reactions. By embracing Stoicism, we transform potential conflicts into opportunities to strengthen our character and deepen our philosophical commitment. When confronted with unfair criticism, pause before responding. Think carefully about how silence can diffuse tension, allowing you to maintain clarity and peace of mind. This practice not only benefits your inner tranquility, but also positively impacts those around you. In a world where self-promotion often drowns out humility, Stoicism teaches us to value the strength of our character over the fleeting approval of others. When criticized, it is a chance for personal growth, as we align ourselves with a philosophy that emphasizes integrity over ego. In the same vein, when others boast, silence can turn a competitive, ego-driven environment into a space for self-reflection and growth. Life will always present criticism, and while it can be a catalyst for learning, not all criticism is fair. In these moments, staying calm and acting wisely can be challenging. Stoic philosophy, with its timeless wisdom, offers guidance on handling unfair criticism with grace and composure. By following these principles, we can turn negative experiences into opportunities for inner growth and strength. The Stoics remind us, it is not what happens to you that matters, but how you respond to it. As Epictetus wisely put it, take a moment to pause and reflect when faced with unfair criticism. This prevents you from reacting impulsively and gives you space to think clearly without getting emotionally involved. Separate the criticism from your personal identity. Remember, you control your mind, not external events. By doing this, you cultivate inner strength. Marcus Aurelius also emphasizes that unfair feedback reflects the critic's perspective, not your value or abilities. By viewing criticism objectively, you can distinguish between truth and bias. Even in the harshest of judgments, there may be small nuggets of truth that can help you grow. As the Stoics advise, first understand what you say, then speak. Remaining calm and polite when criticized unfairly not only demonstrates your strength and composure, but it also diffuses tension, preventing the situation from escalating. A calm response often has the power to soothe the critic and shows maturity. Instead of getting bogged down in arguments about what makes a good person, focus on living as one. As Marcus Aurelius advises, do not waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. By shifting your focus away from unfair criticism and redirecting it towards your goals and self-improvement, you will rise above adversity. The Stoic path encourages us to embrace challenges as opportunities for personal growth and to continuously work on our virtues. In the face of unfairness, remember to pause, separate yourself from the criticism, and respond with grace. In this way, you embody the Stoic ideal, remaining calm and strong on the inside, regardless of external circumstances. Number 2. The power of Stoic silence in the midst of boasting. Imagine you're attending a networking event, and a colleague is relentlessly bragging about their recent promotions, lavish lifestyle, or accomplishments. You may feel the urge to counter their boasting with your own successes. However, Stoicism teaches us the value of restraint. By choosing silence, you maintain composure and allow others' words to reveal who they truly are. This gives you the opportunity to conserve your energy for more meaningful conversations. Choosing silence in this situation not only safeguards your honor, but it also presents you as someone secure in their own achievements. Someone who doesn't need external validation. In Stoic philosophy, silence isn't a passive act. It's a deliberate, strategic choice that demonstrates wisdom and self-assurance. As another Stoic wisely put it, he who does not wish to be outdone by greater benefits should not counter one benefit with another. Instead, he should return many at once. In real life, this translates into responding to empty boasts, not with words, but with the quiet dignity of your actions and the strength of your character. How often do you find yourself tempted to match someone else's success story with one of your own? Imagine if, instead, you chose to listen attentively, acknowledging their achievements with a simple nod or smile, while keeping your focus on your own virtues and goals. Embracing Stoic silence in the midst of boasting allows you to lead a life defined not by competition, but by inner peace and self-contentment. It fosters an environment where you can thrive on genuine self-worth rather than constantly comparing yourself to others. Reflect on this lesson and consider how it can improve your life and relationships. How might embracing silence instead of responding to boasts create a more fulfilling and harmonious life for you? Share your thoughts and experiences below. Let's work together to make our lives more peaceful, happy, and successful. Number 3. When dealing with anger. Anger often feels like an uncontrollable storm, capable of sweeping away our reason and inner calm. Yet amidst this emotional turmoil, Stoic philosophy offers a refuge, a moment of silence where we can regain our composure and handle intense feelings more wisely. The renowned Stoic philosopher Epictetus often emphasized the value of silence, recommending that we remain quiet most of the time, speaking only when necessary. Imagine a typical day at work when a colleague makes a mistake that leads to hours of extra work for you. Your first instinct might be to lash out in frustration. But what if you chose silence instead? By resisting the urge to react in anger, you grant yourself the opportunity to pause and assess the situation more rationally. This brief pause can prevent the conflict from escalating and open the door to constructive solutions rather than fueling a heated argument. Reflect on your own experiences. How often have quick, angry reactions made situations worse? What might have changed if you had taken a moment to breathe before responding? Marcus Aurelius, another prominent Stoic figure, once posed a powerful question. How much worse are the outcomes of anger than the things that anger us? This simple reflection makes us realize that, more often than not, the consequences of an outburst are far worse than the initial trigger itself. Take, for example, Nelson Mandela, who, despite spending years in prison, chose forgiveness over anger. His decision not only brought peace to his own life, but also played a pivotal role in healing a nation. Choosing silence in moments of anger does not mean suppressing your emotions. Rather, it is about selecting a response that reflects your highest self. This practice doesn't just enhance your own sense of peace, it improves relationships and fosters greater success in life. Life is full of frustrations, but remember, silence can serve as your sanctuary, a place where wisdom reigns. By embracing it, you may discover that the quiet response is often the most powerful one. Anger is a natural emotion, one that we all experience at times. However, when anger is left unchecked, it can harm our relationships and our well-being. Stoicism offers valuable guidance on how to master anger by cultivating self-control, clear thought, and inner peace. Here's how you can begin. Identify the cause. Look at what triggers your anger. Is it a particular person, situation, or event? Understanding the root cause is the first step in managing your emotions. Self-reflection. Ask yourself why these triggers provoke such intense feelings. Often, our assumptions and personal beliefs influence our reactions. Acceptance. Accept that you cannot control everything around you, but you do have control over how you respond. Focus on what you can change, your actions, your mindset. Practice mindfulness. Stay present in the moment. Avoid dwelling on past issues or worrying about future problems. This awareness helps ground your thoughts and minimizes impulsive reactions. Breathing exercises. Deep breathing can help calm both your mind and body. When you feel anger rising, pause and engage in slow, deep breaths. Shift your perspective. Try to understand the situation from the other person's point of view. Empathy can help reduce the intensity of your anger by helping you see the bigger picture. Focus on solutions. Rather than obsessing over the problem, turn your attention to practical solutions. This mindset encourages growth and problem solving. Build emotional strength. Strengthen your ability to manage emotions by engaging in healthy practices like exercise, journaling, or meditation. These activities can help you process and release negative feelings. Channel your anger positively. Rather than letting anger consume you, channel that energy into something productive, whether it's a workout, creative work, or tackling a problem head-on. Effective communication. When you do decide to express yourself, do so calmly and confidently. Avoid hostility or aggression. Communicate your feelings in a clear, non-confrontational manner. Mastering anger is crucial for both your mental health and your relationships. By applying Stoic principles such as mindfulness, perspective shifting, and emotional detachment, you can transform anger into a force for growth instead of destruction. By following these practices, you will cultivate a peaceful, balanced life where your inner tranquility remains undisturbed by the external world. Number 4. Silence in the midst of false rumors. When people converse, rumors often spread like leaves swept away by a strong wind. These stories, especially when untrue, can create confusion and harm. Stoic philosophy provides us with a powerful response: silence. Consider the case of a teacher in a small town, wrongly accused of misconduct. As rumors began to circulate, the teacher chose not to engage in denial or try to explain what happened. Instead, she leaned on her integrity and held firm to the truth. Her silence was not an act of submission, but a wise decision grounded in strength and wisdom. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "You hold power over your thoughts, not over external events." Embracing this truth allows us to remain strong. How many times have we seen that hasty words only make matters worse? Silence, on the other hand, can shield you from the arrows of false accusations. By refusing to comment, the teacher allowed the initial excitement of the rumors to fade. Over time, without any new evidence to support the claims, the truth began to surface, defending her. This embodies the Stoic principle of focusing on what we can control, our responses and actions, while letting go of worries about how stories might spread, something beyond our control. Epictetus once advised that if someone speaks ill of you, the best response is to compliment them. This paradoxical approach suggests that reacting with kindness, or in this case, silence, can halt negativity and redirect interactions towards a more productive path. When faced with false accusations, speaking quietly not only preserves your peace, but it also demonstrates respect for the truth. To apply this in your own life, consider the value of waiting before responding to rumors until the storm has passed. Remember, the most effective way to protect your peace and reputation is to live according to the ideals you preach, not by battling every whisper that arises. In these situations, silence isn't merely a defensive tactic. It is a clear statement of your commitment to Stoic values. As you navigate the complexities of personal and professional relationships, let Stoic silence guide you through the turmoil of false rumors. In doing so, you'll discover a path to peace, happiness, and success. Number 5. How to deal with loss. How do we cope with the profound silence that follows a significant loss? Loss is an inevitable part of the human experience, often leaving us with a painful emptiness filled with sorrow and confusion. Yet Stoicism offers a unique perspective on how to navigate this pain. For instance, C.S. Lewis, the renowned author, captured his grief after the death of his wife in his book A Grief Observed, where he writes, "The pain I feel now is the happiness I had before." This reflection embodies a Stoic mindset, which views pain not as something separate from happiness, but as a necessary counterpart to it. Stoics believe that all our experiences, including loss, are part of the larger natural flow of life. Love and loss are two sides of the same coin. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "The day we fear may be our last is actually the birthday of eternity." What if we changed our perspective on loss, seeing it not as an ending, but as a shift, a transition to something new? What might we gain by embracing the silence that follows loss, giving ourselves space and time to reflect, heal, and understand? When Lewis faced his own grief, he did not seek to fill the silence with distractions or hasty explanations. Instead, he allowed it to become a space for deep introspection, exemplifying the Stoic belief that hardships can become stepping stones for personal growth. His journey through grief was a testament to how maintaining a calm and composed mind can help one process deep emotional pain and transform it into a profound understanding of life's fleeting nature and beauty. In Stoic thought, silence after a loss is not about hiding from the truth or denying the pain. Rather, it is an opportunity to pause, reflect, and gradually move forward. It allows us to find meaning beyond the immediate anguish we may feel. This approach encourages us to let our emotions flow naturally, without trying to force them to an unnatural end. Reflecting on past losses, how might the practice of Stoic silence help you in future times of grief? Could it not only accelerate your own healing, but also help those around you heal? I invite you to share your experiences with loss and how Stoic practices have influenced your path toward healing. What lessons have you learned? How has silence aided in your journey? Let's discuss it in the comments below as we continue to grow together. Dealing with loss and grief. One of life's greatest challenges is coping with death. The pain and sadness that come with losing something or someone significant, whether it be a loved one, a job, or an important opportunity, are difficult to bear. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy founded by Zeno of Citium in Athens, provides timeless wisdom on how to approach these hardships. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we can find strength and peace even in the face of loss. The first step in dealing with loss is to acknowledge and accept your feelings. Stoicism teaches that emotions are a natural part of the human experience, and it is vital to understand and embrace them, rather than suppress them. Give yourself permission to grieve. Let yourself cry and feel the pain without judgment. Writing in a journal or speaking to a trusted friend can be helpful outlets for processing these emotions. Once you have accepted your feelings, Stoicism encourages you to focus on what you can control. There are many things in life that are beyond our influence, and the Stoic approach is to let go of these things while directing our energy toward what we can change. Ask yourself, what aspects of this situation are within my control, and what can I do to deal with this loss in a constructive way? Reframing loss as an opportunity for personal growth is another key Stoic principle. Every challenge, every setback, can be seen as an opportunity to learn and improve. What can this loss teach you? How can it make you wiser, kinder, or more resilient? By viewing hardship through the lens of growth, we transform it from a source of suffering into a tool for self-improvement. Practicing gratitude is also essential in the Stoic approach to loss. When we are consumed by grief, it's easy to focus solely on what we have lost. However, taking time to reflect on what we still have, the relationships, the opportunities, the lessons, can help shift our perspective and foster inner peace. One practical way to cultivate gratitude is by writing down a list each day of things for which you are thankful. This simple exercise can bring a fresh outlook on life, helping you focus on abundance rather than scarcity. Finally, seeking support from others is an integral part of Stoic practice. Stoicism highlights the importance of community and mutual support, especially during tough times. Reach out to friends, family, or support groups. Speaking with others who understand your pain can provide comfort and remind you that you are not alone in your grief. Although coping with loss is never easy, Stoic teachings offer us practical tools to navigate the pain with grace and resilience. By recognizing our feelings, focusing on what we can control, reframing our perspective, practicing gratitude, and seeking support, we can not only heal, but also grow stronger through our hardships. Number 6. Navigating ignorance with Stoic grace. Have you ever encountered someone whose actions clearly show a lack of understanding, yet they speak with the conviction of an expert? Although such situations can be frustrating, they offer us a valuable opportunity to practice patience and grace. Galileo, the renowned scientist who championed the heliocentric model of the universe at a time when the geocentric theory dominated, serves as a powerful example of how to respond to ignorance. Despite facing fierce opposition and even being placed under house arrest, Galileo remained steadfast in his commitment to the truth. He often chose silence in the face of false accusations and ignorance. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control the actions of others, we do have mastery over how we respond. As Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wisely stated, "You have power over your mind, not over outside events." Recognizing this truth empowers us to act with strength and dignity. Consider how this perspective could transform your response the next time you encounter someone who is misinformed or stubborn in their beliefs. How would your reactions change if you knew that your response is the only thing you can control? Galileo's silence was not an act of weakness. but rather a resolute statement of his honesty and unwavering belief in his discoveries. He understood that the truth does not require validation through words. It stands strong on its own merit. This mirrors the Stoic idea of focusing on our own actions and accepting that the beliefs of others are beyond our control. Being gracious means recognizing the limits of your power and knowing when to choose your battles wisely. It's about embracing patience and understanding, even when circumstances are frustrating. This approach not only leads to a more peaceful and fulfilling life, but also encourages us to adopt a broader perspective, one that prioritizes long-term respect and success over short-term vindication. Reflect on how silence could serve as a graceful response to ignorance in your own life. How might this practice not only improve your relationships, but also contribute to your personal well-being? Let Galileo's story inspire you to embrace Stoic silence, turning potentially frustrating situations into opportunities for inner peace and personal growth. Number 7, how to deal with rumors. There have likely been countless moments in your life when you found yourself at the center of a story, hearing whispers grow louder as they circulated. This is a natural human reaction. However, the power of silence can transform such situations. Consider the example of a community leader committed to environmental advocacy who faced false rumors claiming she was personally benefiting from her work. Rather than addressing each rumor directly, she chose to stay focused on her mission. In doing so, she embodied the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, who said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who harmed you." Her decision to remain silent and continue her work allowed her actions to speak far louder than any malicious gossip. This choice reflected a key Stoic principle. It is not the external events that disturb us, but our reactions to them. Imagine how your life might change if, in the face of rumors, you chose silence over explanation. What strength could you gain by simply staying true to your path, instead of feeling compelled to defend yourself? If the rumors are true, Epictetus advises us to improve ourselves. If the rumors are false, the wise leader in this story not only kept her peace, but also encouraged others to laugh off the lies. Those who had doubted her slowly lost faith, while her calm demeanor and unwavering dedication showed that Stoic silence can preserve both your integrity and reputation. This example demonstrates how Stoicism can be applied to modern life. Our response to false information can either fuel the fire or extinguish it. Silence, far from being passive, is an active and powerful choice that allows our actions to reveal the true character of who we are. Think about this approach the next time you encounter rumors. How can practicing Stoic silence help you remain calm and focused? How might it shift how others perceive you over time? I invite you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. How have you handled rumors in the past? What have you learned from those situations? And how has silence helped you navigate through them? Your insights could offer valuable guidance to someone else in need. Rumors can spread quickly, damaging your reputation, causing stress, and making things unnecessarily complicated. In a world where information travels fast, it's vital to have a thoughtful strategy for dealing with gossip. Stoic philosophy offers timeless wisdom on how to stay calm, collected, and rational in the face of challenges. One of the key principles is emotional control. It's essential to keep your feelings in check when you hear rumors. Reacting impulsively or emotionally only gives weight to the story and exacerbates the situation. Instead, pause, breathe deeply, and remind yourself that other people's opinions do not define your worth. Practices such as mindfulness or meditation can help you stay centered. Get clear and verify the facts. Often, rumors thrive on unclear details. Don't take them at face value. Investigate the truth by consulting reliable sources and gathering solid information. Speaking with trustworthy individuals before jumping to conclusions helps ensure you're reacting based on facts, not assumptions. Consider the potential consequences of your actions before responding. How you react can significantly influence how others perceive the story's validity. If you respond thoughtfully, with patience and a clear plan, you can diffuse the situation. Sometimes, silence or a carefully considered response is all that's needed. The most effective way to counter false rumors is to live in a manner that reflects your true character. Over time, consistency in your actions and honesty will discredit the lies. Stick to your principles. Make decisions aligned with your values and let your conduct speak for itself. The more you maintain your integrity, the less likely false stories will have any lasting impact. Finally, Stoicism encourages us to stop worrying about things outside our control, like the opinions or stories others create about us. Focus on what you can control, your actions, your thoughts, and your responses. Accept yourself, trust in your values, and don't allow the judgments of others to define your path. By embodying Stoic principles, emotional control, seeking truth, responding wisely, and not caring what others think, you can navigate rumors with grace and strength, preserving both your peace of mind and your honor. Number 8. When confronted with injustice. Stoic philosophy teaches us to navigate life's challenges with fairness and inner strength. This is especially crucial when faced with injustice. As the wise Epictetus once said, "Bear and forbear." This maxim encourages us to endure hardships without complaining and to forgive others for their mistakes. A powerful example of this philosophy in practice is Nelson Mandela, who fought against racial injustice in South Africa. His long imprisonment could have fueled anger and resentment, but instead he emerged as a beacon of peace and unity, demonstrating profound Stoic resilience. Mandela didn't simply accept injustice. He chose to focus on healing and reconciliation rather than seeking vengeance. This decision illustrates a core Stoic principle. Our greatest strength lies in our ability to control how we respond to external events. Imagine how our lives might change if we followed Mandela's example in the face of unfairness. Could we choose to embody understanding and kindness, even in situations that seem intolerable? By embracing silence in moments of injustice, we follow Marcus Aurelius' advice from his meditations. The best revenge is not to be like the one who wronged you. Rather than retaliating, we can cultivate a spirit of healing and forward thinking. Mandela's actions transformed the thinking of an entire nation about justice and peace, and his life serves as a powerful reminder that silence is not a sign of submission, but a deliberate and potent tool for change and personal integrity. Stoicism does not advocate passively accepting injustice. Rather, it calls for a principled silence that prepares us for constructive action. It's about preserving our inner peace and using that calm to inspire thoughtful solutions to wrongdoing. By adopting this approach, we foster progress and unity, both personally and in society. Whether we face small or large injustices, let us remember Mandela's silent strength. His legacy teaches us that sometimes the most profound response is not spoken, but cultivated in silence. In doing so, we can build a foundation for meaningful change and a more successful, peaceful life. Everyone will confront unfairness at some point, and as Stoics, it is vital that we handle these situations with composure and wisdom. The teachings of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus offer guidance on how to respond to injustice by focusing on what is within our control, maintaining internal calm, and reacting logically. As Marcus Aurelius stated, regardless of the chaos around us, we must keep our minds cool and collected. Emotional regulation is key. Practices like deep breathing, mindfulness, and meditation can help us maintain this equilibrium. It is also important to accept that we cannot change others' actions, but we can change how we react. Before responding, we should pause and reflect on the most thoughtful course of action. Seek to understand why the injustice occurred, as this often provides clarity and even potential solutions. Retaliation, driven by anger or a desire for revenge, only compounds the problem. Instead, respond with reason and composure. Furthermore, we should stay true to our values, acting in accordance with our core principles and upholding moral integrity. By doing so, we set an example for others on how to deal with unfairness with dignity and respect. Rather than dwelling on the problem, approach the situation with a mindset focused on finding solutions. Open, honest communication with those involved is crucial to resolving conflicts fairly. Advocate for systemic changes whenever possible to address the root causes of injustice. Finally, reflect on what the experience can teach you. Each instance of unfairness offers an opportunity for personal growth, helping us build resilience and wisdom for future challenges. By applying these Stoic principles, remaining calm, acting with integrity, and seeking constructive solutions, we can transform difficult situations into opportunities for growth, not just for ourselves, but for the collective good. Number 9. How to handle insults with Stoic wisdom. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation." This powerful maxim should serve as a wake-up call whenever we encounter insults or provocations. It reminds us that our responses to insults are within our control. Rather than immediately reacting, we can choose a more profound, intentional response: silence. This idea reveals a transformative approach to handling insults. Instead of engaging in conflict, we can embrace silence and understanding. Mahatma Gandhi, for instance, faced harsh verbal and physical attacks during his struggle for India's independence. Yet, he did not respond with anger or retaliation. Instead, he practiced silence, embodying the principles of peace and nonviolence, much like the Stoic philosophy. Gandhi's quiet strength often diffused hostility, making his opponents' attacks seem less potent and ultimately garnering greater public support for his cause. Consider how adopting a similar approach could alter the dynamics when you are insulted. What might you gain from maintaining your composure and choosing silence instead of responding with words? By holding your tongue, you create space for thoughtful action, rather than reacting impulsively. This kind of composed silence doesn't just preserve your peace, it sets you apart as a leader who rises above petty conflicts. Marcus Aurelius, reflecting on human emotions, wisely pointed out, "How much worse are the results of anger and grief than the things that made us feel those ways?" Think about this question when facing daily challenges. Could the practice of deliberate silence be the key to unlocking a more successful, peaceful life? By embracing Stoic silence, you transform insults and provocation into opportunities for growth, allowing your actions to speak louder than any words could. As we've explored the 9 key moments where silence can be embraced, whether in handling words or facing loss, Stoic wisdom has illuminated a path to inner peace and understanding. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Do not waste time arguing about what a good man should be one." In the spirit of his words, let us cultivate the profound strength that silence offers. By learning when to speak and when to remain silent, we can lead lives marked by tranquility, happiness, and kindness. I encourage you to apply these Stoic principles in your daily interactions and observe how the power of mindful silence can transform your life. If you found this reflection meaningful and impactful, please consider liking the video and sharing your thoughts with us. Don't forget to pass along these valuable philosophical insights to those around you. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to stay updated with more profound lessons in Stoicism that will aid in your personal growth. Until next time, see you in the next lesson.